Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Chris, and welcome to the first of what I think will be many Pokemon Online battles. I just started playing this game yesterday, and I watch a lot of Blame Truth and a lot of other guys, Hayden and stuff like that, do their Pokemon battles and Pokemon playthroughs and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to get into the game in the competitive scene, but I never tried to do it. And I just recently thought about doing Pokemon Online because it's free and easily accessible. So I jumped in and made some teams, and this battle right here is it's an OU battle with forget the person's name, but as soon as I start the video, you can see that, and it's a pretty good battle. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm gonna make a lot. I do make a lot of mistakes and stuff like that, just because I'm inexperienced. But let's see how it goes. Alright, so we got Peppers here. I lead off with my Hippodon, I think that's how you pronounce it. I immediately go back out because I'm weak against this guy, so I go into my Dusknoir. He taunts me and prevents me from getting out of Will-O-Wisp. That's what I believe I went for. Or I believe I was going to go for, but he taunts me. He gets his own Will-O-Wisp, burns me first shot, so I go for an Earthquake, not realizing that I wasn't going to do any damage to him. I still need to learn the game a little bit better, learn what I can and can't do. I go for a Shadow Sneak because it's my only other weapon. It's effective against him, it's just a weak attack, and then he hits me back with a Scald, I believe. I'm already burned, so that doesn't really matter. I go for another Shadow Sneak. Really, this first little stanza here with my Pokemon, I don't really do very well. I just kind of burn my guy out while trying to take him down as much as I can. Doesn't really work out for me in the end. So he gets another Scald. I go for the Will-O-Wisp and I miss, unfortunate, but we get a little hacks in my favor a little bit later on. So I go for a last Shadow Sneak. As you can see, pulls out right into a Tyranitar, who resists that, so it pretty much does negative damage, and I get burned out. So I go into my Heatran. He pulls out. He goes into his Landorus, and I go for an Earth Power for that Tyranitar, but it doesn't affect Landorus. So I go back into my Hippodon. He goes for a Hammer Arm. It doesn't do that much damage. He gets a speed drop. Not that I would outspeed him anyway, I doubt it. He goes back into a Tyranitar. I get Rocks up, and I believe I go for an Earthquake next. He puts his Rocks up, and yeah, then I do go for an Earthquake. I go for a second Earthquake here, which I think was pretty obvious, so he predicts that and goes back into Landorus. Good play on his part. Kind of shaking at nothing there. So he goes for a Rock Slide. Oh, he missed. Yeah, he missed his Rock Slide, and I rolled him out into Scrafty. So Scrafty I'm not really too worried about. So he goes for an Ice Punch. Super effective, but I'm bulky as hell. So I return the favor with an Earthquake, and I do quite a bit more damage than he did to me. So he Dragon Dances, and then I just roar him out, as you'll see in a second. So that boost was for nothing. Right back into Tyranitar. And then, he actually takes the Tyranitar out and goes to a Gastrodon, which this is the first time I've ever seen this thing. So I Earthquake him, and I'm not sure what he's thinking here. He's kind of takes the Earthquake again. He goes for a Toxic here, and he misses, so that's kind of hacks in my favor there. And not sure what his train of thought was, but I think he let me sack. He sacked his Gastrodon. I just Earthquaked it 3 times. He goes into Jellicent. Right here, I make kind of a ballsy play, I think. I pull into my Heatran, who, I'm weak against him, but I predict a Scald, and I didn't think it would kill me, and obviously it didn't. And then I have the Hidden Power Grass on this guy, so I went in there hoping he wouldn't use a stronger water attack, and it paid off. And I was able to take out the Jellicent, take out the Tyranitar, as you'll see right now, and he'll come into, I believe he comes into Landorus, and I get another good solid hit on him as well. So kind of what I thought was a pretty ballsy move, and it could have backfired pretty badly, but ended up taking out one guy, taking out a weak guy, and severely weakening this guy. So it worked out in the end. So I go into Tyranitar after he takes out my Heatran. He goes back into Scrafty. Let's see. I super powered him. I didn't think it was super effective. Still learning the game, but I just went for the move that I thought would be the best in that situation, and worked out. So he fucks me up with an earthquake. I'm done. Absolutely destroyed me there. So we're back into Hippodon. Let's see. He earthquakes me, and I believe I roar him. Yeah, I roar him out into this guy. And as soon as I saw this guy, I thought, oh boy, because I knew what was coming. So he outrages like crazy because he's an angry dragon. And right now I'm just hanging on for dear life. I slack off, and with slack off and my leftovers, I end up recovering just about as much damage as he's doing to me. And had he broken through without outrage, it would have been possibly a bad day for me. I still have I think a physically defensive Pokemon that could take an outrage just in case he breaks through his confusion hacks, but I didn't want to chance it. So it went through that. He got hit by his own confusion, and I earthquake him, and then Landorus comes in and dies from entry hazard damage from stealth rocks, and that's game. 3-0. Could have been a lot closer had that was a very, very close possibility of him breaking through with that Haxorus and wrecking shop. But anyway, that was my my first battle that I have on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It could have gone, like I said, it could have gone a lot worse, but you know, not bad for a first one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.